Good morning. It's December the 28th, 2023. Standing on the banks of the Rio Grande River. Just dropped my wife off at the hot springs down here, walking down the trail a little bit. I'm not all about getting in hot water and then get back out in the cold. It was 26 degrees this morning when we got up, and it was really cold in the tiger moth. I actually put my clothes on while I was in the sleeping bag, the big double sleeping bag that we've got inside. Super comfy. But today we are going to, we got our backcountry permit for tomorrow night. We're staying at Grapevine Hills tonight, and we're going to do the South Rim Loop. Maybe a few others, depending on how we feel. She's kind of getting a little bit of a cold, and we'll see how that goes. But we're going to do the South Rim Loop. It's about 13 miles, and stay overnight. We were at the Panther Junction Visitor Center this morning at about 8:10. We were second in line. One guy in front of us, he was a biologist from Alaska. He said it's 6 months of darkness up there, so they're on vacation down here. They're going to do the long loop, which is like 26 miles. I was kind of jealous of that. But anyway, right behind him, we got a campsite at Colina. And so we're all set up. We're going to spend tonight at Grapevine Hills and then do the South Rim Loop. Tomorrow night, spend the night up on the mountain close to the rim, South Rim, and then get back to our campsite at Coyote Crossing tomorrow. One thing you need to remember when you come down here is that if you can't get a reservation on recreation.gov, which it's really hard to do, if you've ever tried to do that, it is probably one of the most frustrating things I've ever done in my life. While you're down here, you can check it daily because there are cancellations. There was that Grapevine Hills yesterday. There was one this morning that we saw, but it wasn't where we were going to go. So you need to check it each day if you have service. Finding service enough to check the internet is kind of tough to do. But anyway, you have to get Panther Junction is the first visitor center to open. They open at 8:30. We got there at 8:10. This is the busiest time of the year, and we were the second in line. Now, we left there at about 8:40, and I turned around, and there was probably 20 people in line behind me. And each time a person goes through the line, it takes a long time because it takes 15-20 minutes to fill out the paperwork, and for them to read all the instructions and directions and all this garbage to you that they're supposed to read to you. It takes about 20 minutes per person. So if you think, well, if you're 6th or 7th back in line, that could be 2 hours that you're having to stand in line. So, if you read on their website, they're like, get here early, first come, first serve, expect long lines, blah, blah, blah. Well, they're right. But if you get there early, and the front gate at the park doesn't open till 8, and so we went through there at about 7:40, and there was quite a few people that were in front of us on the road, but every one of them turned off at Chisos Basin. So we really didn't have to fight long lines to get once we got to Panther Junction, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But make sure you understand, Panther Junction is the first visitor center to open. You can get your reservations there. There was 2 people that were helping, one volunteer that was checking people out. They were there just buying stuff or whatever. Good bathrooms. It's right there in the middle of everything. And then we come down here. We get down here it's another 30 miles down here to the hot springs. One thing you don't realize about Big Bend National Park is how big it is. So it's about 25, 26 miles to get down here. We're on the other end toward Boquillas. We're going to go back today to Chisos Basin and hike the Window Trail. And then we're going to go to Grapevine Hills and get ready for our backpacking trip tomorrow. So a lot planned for today. but it's kind of relaxing too. There's a little trail here that goes up on the hillside. There's a hillside back here behind us where they have a little trail that just does a little loop here. We may do that here in just a little bit, but I'm just walking around giving her some time to enjoy the hot springs. The water in the regular river is really, really cold, but for some reason, there's a hot spring that comes out of the bottom of the hill right here, and they have walled it up. So many years ago, they walled it up and said that the waters from this hot spring cured hundreds of diseases, and so people flocked here for a time. And there's some ruins here and some old buildings from stores and stuff. So this is a pretty popular place, but there's probably about 15 people in there. So I'm just walking around, going to let her enjoy that for a little bit, and I'm just going to sit and enjoy the beautiful morning. It's warming up pretty quick. I might get to shed some layers. So anyway, we'll be at the window trail here just after a while, and enjoy a good day of hiking. Hope you have a wonderful day. Rock on.